Oh, Jesus.
Tell me when you're
There
ready.
we go.
You ready?
That looks good.
You look
Yep.
beautiful. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Barry's got a monocle on his glasses. There you go.
We're live. We're live. This is what we're treating them to.
Oh, dear God. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are live? We're live? Oh, we're live. Yes, we are. Welcome to DZR, Checkpoint and Chill. Elvin has no sound. That's not good. Elvin.
I don't think he's joining. He's just there for the video, I think.
All right, cool. Okay, all good, all good. Well, welcome. I hope you like our new Google outfits. I think they're kind of snazzy. I think they're very appropriate for Gear Up Weekend. We're just checking if we're live. We think we are, but we're just making sure.
Elvin's just dropped. Elvin's just dropped.
Okay. So what is he doing right now? Is he feeding it to the mass, or is he?
He said he had no sound. So I think he's left the call.
Because if he has no sound, then he's only transmitting what he's getting, right?
Yeah.
Anyone on the Twitch?
No, it's still offline.
Still offline. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got God, we'll talk about the fun. Do you have any experience? I mean, I only played for like a couple of hours, really. I've been adminning mostly.
I played about 2 hours and it was atrocious. I had these two guys who I grouped up with, help, and their gear score was 255. I was like, dude.
You can help me.
So I was like, you're ditched.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not live yet.
Oh, that's a good story to tell, Binary. Alright, that's a good one.
Ditching the other people that we're meant to be helping.
Well, I'm not going to live.
Well, I think it's something to talk to, though, is that the weekend's almost matured a little bit from the last one, hasn't it?
It has, yeah.
State of the game. And a lot of the ones that were probably lower level may have just left, like haven't come back to the division. Oh, that's a good beer. I should have beer at this time in the morning all the time. Fuck, it wakes you up.
What are you drinking?
The German.
Beck's. David Beckham beer.
Oh, we've got 3 viewers.
Are we on?
We're live on Google, YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Which is not live on Twitch.
No, Twitch has still got the placeholder image, I think.
Oh, so people are watching on YouTube as well. There you go. Oh, it's Elvin.
I can just about hear Elvin, like, screeching. I don't know what he's saying, though.
So, brothers.
Hello, mate. What's the problem?
Hold on, I've got you on. The fact that I can hear you. Alright, you're going to have to give me a second to reset this up.
Okay.
Okay.
That works a treat, by the way.
What's that?
I nearly cracked a smile. So that's a good sign. Just give me a second, man.
It's a very Elvin thing to do.
Oh yeah, well that's delightful, and I've actually sorted with Binary's intro out, so it goes straight to the feed.
Oh, cool.
Which is nice. Just give me a second, I'm nearly done. Oh, even the wife likes the glasses.
Oh. I don't like the randomise button. It just ends up with anything. I look like a rag clown.
You look like a rag clown. Yeah, that finishes the job off, that, doesn't it?
I know, yeah.
You should have seen Binary before, Elvin. He had his glasses on with the monocle on top.
That actually suits Binary really well.
It does.
It really works.
I can't believe how well you're looking.
I thought it was Binary. Like, I thought, geez.
Yeah. He's finally grown a bit more facial hair over the weekend. Right. I'm gonna. Well,
How did you do
we've
that?
got canned laughter, have we?
Oh,
Oh,
we got everything, mate.
right. Oh.
It's going to be epic.
Oh man, nice.
What?
Right.
How did we not use these things before?
Can you do me a favour? Alright. Can you just be quiet? Let it run because I can't mute the chat. So I mean,
can
it doesn't
mute
really
you.
matter. It doesn't really matter to me. But you're just gonna talk all over your own intro.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on Discord. I'm gonna tell you when it's live.
Okay.
Okay.
Is
Well,
that all right with you?
Yeah,
I think we found our 5th member anyway. Your
yeah.
missus.
Sage,
She joining?
Sage is going to join us, by the way.
Nice.
Right, nice one.
Oh, good.
Right, you ready?
Where's Sage?
Where
He's
is
not
he?
here. He's going to jump in. True
Right.
checkpoint is still child.
Tell us when to shut up, Alvin.
Right, just give me a
Is
sec.
Dan going to join too at some point?
Yeah, it's about 20 past.
Right.
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
Shut up.
Right. Be quiet now, yeah, I'm gonna take it live. Yeah, you ready? I said be quiet, Binary, stop chugging on that. Right. I'm gonna go live. Shut up. Can't believe you're drinking. Right. See you in a bit.
Mr. Trunks, sure you drink tons of pineapple juice and Ooh, timing.
What's up, guys?
I think we
We're
just
about
went
to get live in 5 seconds.
That's it. We're on. We're live. Go.
Alrighty. Welcome to Checkpoint and Chill. Oh goodness, we are having too much fun with Google effects, so apologies if this is going to hurt the cast more than it will help the cast. But as you can see, we found some new toys and sound effects and visual effects that were probably there for years and we didn't know. But it's okay. It's okay because I think we've got a lot of talking, a lot of fun to discuss. Of course, I'm Ogaz, and we've been having a good couple of days. We've got another day or so to go before this Gear Up weekend comes to a grand finale. But more importantly, we've got some very cool cats in the room. Of course, I might start with Mr. Wigan and AKA Captain Wigsy. Shall we do that?
Yar! Hi, hello guys. This is my alter ego, Captain
Yeah.
Hobnob.
Captain Hobnob. Oh, it's picking up on your glass. Oh, there you go. It's picking up on your glasses and then disconnecting. There you go.
Yeah, it's not. This is definitely going to hurt the cast, I think.
And Wigan, you've had a busy weekend.
I have. Mainly on Discord, not so much gaming. I had a couple of hours last night,
Mm.
helping a few people out, but yeah, hoping to jump on again after this.
Yeah, look,
Very busy.
I got a wise commenter put in the general. Forgive me if you're watching your name, but put in a really good point in the general cast, and I think actually I remember it was it was Bad Old Dog, maybe I think it was Bad Old Dog, and he said, "Man, I've only played for about 4 hours, and I've spent another 16 helping people." And I was like, dude, that's part of the awesomeness, isn't it? Like that's And I said that's like a definition of a leader in my opinion. So I think that was really cool. And Wiggs, you've been doing a lot of adminning. You've been working as well. You did some overtime on the weekend, right?
Oh yeah, you got to earn the crust while you can. If it's there, take it. So don't call me money grabber for nothing.
Yeah, and you had was it a barbecue you had today?
Yeah, family barbecue this afternoon. So I literally came back, put the lad to bed, and then jumped on here with 3 minutes to spare. So just trying to figure out what's going on, and then started playing with these Google
it took you
effects.
15 to get that pirate gear ready. So
Yeah, these actually come with 1.4, I think.
yeah. Now, I will defer to Binary, aka Sir Binaries a lot. I got nothing. Well, you've lost the hat. You've lost the uni hat, so now you're just back to the monocle. Okay.
Oh, yeah, well,
Binary, how are you?
The Colonel.
Yeah.
Pirate with the monocle.
Binary.
If you weren't here before, we had a pair of glasses, Binary's real glasses, with a monocle on top. So that was fascinating. But we thought that vision wasn't really a bonus. It was kind of like a mod enhancement, like an advanced in performance mod, but it didn't really work. And Binary, how you been? What you doing?
Good, actually. Yeah, not bad at all. So
You're invented.
I'm having too much fun. Yeah, I'm good. I went and saw Finding Dory today, actually, which is quite cool, with the little one. That was lots of fun. I haven't had much time to play this weekend, actually. I played a few hours last night. A few frustrations. Got a couple of guys through Clear Sky for the first time. Got a couple of 268s for the first time. Yeah, it was alright. Good night.
Yeah.
Played us all today. So, but the Discord is buzzing, which is nice to see. Yeah, everything's going swimmingly, even with the.
Yep.
I'm loving these. Oh, this is brilliant. I feel this is going to ruin the show.
This is good. Just took it to a new level.
It could ruin it.
Oh no.
It could ruin it, or it could take us to a whole new level. We've just been informed that we're having some audio dramas with the Twitch feed, but we'll see how that pans out. But needless to say, I need to welcome a very, very, very special guest, and I'm just going to go by the name that I'm seeing on the screen now because I think that name is better. Ladies and gentlemen, Basil.
It's Basil Exposition.
Basil
Yes.
Brush.
No,
Basil Brush.
Basil. Who is it? Who is it? What's your Twitch and your Twitters and all that on your,
Oh,
your name
Sage.
for that?
Yeah, they calls me Sage. Orangey or Sage.
Yes. And of course, it's Origami Sage in the house. And oh, look, it's the Anthrax on a vertical. And Sage, how are you, my friend?
Doing well. Doing fantastic. Got a. Yeah, where's that coming from?
Oh, that's
that from
Dan.
Dan needs to mute himself.
Dan, mute. We're getting AK from you.
There we go.
Yay!
There he
There
is.
we
Yes, I
go.
can see you guys want to deliver a quality and distinguished product. What the hell is going on here? Wait, I'm guessing it's Wigan with his 30 minutes of sleep in the past 24 hours.
No, that's Elvin. Elvin's the one with the sleep.
Yeah, I get you guys confused. They all
Yeah.
look the same to me.
Everyone does.
So before we route to Dan, who has joined us, and we're very excited to see. Just finishing up, I just said hello to Sage, and we kind of cut you off there, mate. Sorry about that. But how's it been? You've been busy.
It's been crazy, man. It feels like the first weekend all over again. You guys can see, and the experienced agents. Holy cow! Wow, yeah, it's huge, man. I can't believe everybody's turned out and done some really big stuff over the weekend. And dude, old dog, man, he's been crazy too. I cannot believe the stint that he's running right now.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yep. We've been watching that with close eyes. I've taken some notes on some of the stuff he's been up to. So yeah, it's mad props to him, definitely. And you've been streaming a little bit too, yeah?
Yeah, I got to stream with you guys yesterday from 1 to 5. Man, that was awesome. We had a great time. Had a great success story with Zed too. He went from what was that, 168 to 217 in an hour. In an hour.
Nice.
We did some HPTs, and it was it. We got him set up, and well, that's really common on this. Yeah, it was a great time. We had a blast yesterday. Got to play a little bit with Binary after we got done with the stream too. So some challenging underground madness.
Challenging madness. Definition of.
How good is that, man? Zed, if you're listening, that's about 3 months of work for the rest of us, and you did it in one night, my friend. And that's what it's all about, baby. You're at weekend. That's awesome. What a story. So, Origami, we might want to talk about, because we were watching some of your feed. I was watching a little bit last night. I think it was, well, for me, it was in bed. So I was in bed watching you, Origami. I don't know what that says, but it's kind of weird and creepy, maybe. I was thinking about you in my sleep.
Oh, well, you know, well, just so you know, and for the sake of Mr. Origami, I think. Whoa.
Oh, God.
A bit of drama there, Basil.
Yeah, that was a lot of drama.
Was that the binary that did that?
That was not me.
Lord
Yeah,
binary.
it was.
It wasn't me.
Oh my goodness. Origami Train, just a shout out to Origami Train. He was a huge help during it, and so thank you, Origami Train, for all your help. He was actually modding the channel quite a bit yesterday and fielding, and helping out Elvin. Dude, Elvin was amazing. Thank you so much. It was great having all you guys there in the chat, not only to help with the stream was fantastic, but to help with some of the questions and people that want to get right into the Discord. You guys were right there to do that. I think that was awesome. It was easy. I just had to show up. You guys did everything. Just showed up.
All right, it's not the Oscars, Basil. Chill out.
Jerking each other off here.
And while we're thanking the Academy, it's important to pass over to, of course, our beloved Danthrax has joined us. The CEO, the main man,
Beloved.
the guy who made it all possible, and the guy who...
No more.
The guy who builds a relationship he managed to reach out to Massive to talk to some of the important parties to really get some of the support that we've been able to get this weekend. Dan, how's it been for you, my friend?
Oh, it's been great. So I was actually I was out on holiday. I say that because I'm talking to you guys. We call it vacation. But I was out on a trip with the family, and so the last week, the nice thing was I was off work, so I had a little extra time to kind of do some things and prep some things and do some sweet intro animations and all kinds of fun stuff. But then the weekend itself, I actually just got home, so looking to put in some time tonight, playing with the people, and but yeah, man, looks like it's been a great weekend. And actually, I see some folks in the chat. If you are here primarily for the season passes, you should be here for the great conversation and dynamic personalities. But
Feel ashamed.
if you're feel ashamed. But if you're here for the season pass, we're going to be giving it away in about 10 minutes. What you need to do to qualify is type something in the chat. We use a random selection process, but you have to have typed something in the chat. So preferably something that doesn't get you picked up by our bots. So if you want to enter for the season pass, you got about 10 minutes. We're going to do it at 3:30. And make sure you type something in the chat, and then you'll be eligible to win. But anyway, that's the business. Good to see you guys. This is my first appearance on Checkpoint and Chill. I like it.
Yeah. Welcome. Welcome.
You guys always wear costumes?
No.
No?
It's not
That's
normally
my
like this. It's normally much more professional.
Yeah, I've seen the show, man. You can't fool me with that.
If I type in the chat, do I get an option to win?
I mean, you can enter. If your name comes up, I will quickly reselect. I think DCR staff shouldn't be eligible. Look at that halo, little angel. Wicked.
It was perfect.
Fortunately, it's panned right at him, and you can't see the sex swing right to the left.
Yeah,
It kind
just
of
that,
ruined
yeah.
the angelic. Oh my god.
That's where his wife is right now.
In any case.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, great. So we got about 20 entries right now for the season pass. There's about 60 of you in watching the stream. Get in the chat if you want a shot at the season pass. Back to you guys.
Yeah. And of course that's important because it's not long before of course the Underground and Dragon's Nest hits PS4. So we're looking forward to that, and that's certainly been a big part of what we wanted to be doing here over the last few days. 3 days of fun. I did a bit of a check. I was looking at this afternoon, yesterday, and just a moment ago. And this is some of the numbers. This is some of the numbers we got. So we had what do we got? At any given time, we're looking at 10 to 15 mods we had in the system. We had 4 bots looking after things, and Binary. Thanking to you for your hard work with the bots, but we've got a few extra in there playing backup and doing a few extra random things, don't we, for the moment? Yeah, and that's worked out well, Binary, as far as you know.
Yeah, the bot seems to be working out okay. If there are any issues, then just send me a direct message and I'll be on it straight away. But Discord seems to be flying. There's been no major issues, so yeah, it's been brilliant.
Yep, and if you haven't joined or you haven't jumped in just yet, just make sure you're using the new command, which is -get_roll, and no space, not get sausage roll, not get something else, just -get_roll, and then a choice of your platform. But it's been awesome, right? 4 bots, 10 mods, 34, and I mean I'm averaging here about 30 experienced agents, anywhere from 20 to 30 I've seen over the last 24 hours. Anywhere from 150 to 220 active veterans and recruits. So it's been, I mean, in terms of the numbers, I think I would argue that's probably bigger on average than we'd seen in the last Gear Up weekend. But I think, Binary, we were talking before, that maybe the mentality, or I guess the approach, or maybe the maturity of the Gear Up weekend has changed a little bit this time around. Could we maybe sort of talk to that a little bit? Has that changed for you?
Yeah, absolutely. So, from the first Gear Up week, it's a change in the demographic of the player. First Gear Up weekend was definitely, you had guys who hadn't even hit 30 yet. They'd, just come on board looking for help on just understanding the loot system and, the mechanics behind that, and completing some, the beginning of the end game. This time round, I've noticed a big shift in definitely the demographic, and the fact that most of the guys are actually looking for more help around. Most of them are actually already max gear score in that top gear bracket, but it's help in getting better loot and understanding their loot at a more finer and deeper detail, which I was actually quite surprised about. So I don't know whether that's showing it's definitely showing a more maturity in the player base, I think. Being the more casual players may have probably already dropped off or haven't sort of decided to come back yet. But it still is not detracting from how amazing the weekends are going. It's just, very interesting experience sort of grouping up with people who are gear score 255 and, they're struggling, or they're not getting the DPS that they need or the toughness that they get or that they want or presume that they should have by being a max gear score. So, yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting. So it's definitely becoming a more technical game in understanding the loot system. And I didn't anticipate that much of a difference in a month. Look at Wigan.
I didn't. Sorry, just take me seriously for a second.
Guys, I can't, man. Binder's in there like us. It's very interesting how the game has changed and the dynamics of the player and the.
I've noticed that as well, Binary. I completely agree with your sentiments there. I mean, you still get the success stories that Sage talks about, where people jump in gear score by 30 in the space of an hour. But I mean, it's great because, like you said, that dynamic and the roles in the groups, especially in the underground and the streams I watched this morning. I watched P3T3TT this morning, and he grouped up with 3 guys from the Discord, and he just directed it like a trooper. He was just like, right, you need to switch this, you need to do this, and then because straight away all 4 people had pulse, so he was explaining why we shouldn't all have pulse. Who's got the highest skill build? Then you run smart cover because that's the most important skill there is. And I think it's more learning rather than gear up that I've seen this weekend, which is great. You're going to get that, aren't you, when the game is a month older, and then next time we run this, if there is a next time, it'll just be at the next level again, hopefully.
I mean, that's the great thing about the game when you think about it, right? Is that there is these kind of levels of progression where at first it's you have to get to some kind of level where you can have enough toughness, you can at least play the content without dying constantly. And there's that kind of operational level, and then from there you get into really this kind of min-max concept that has been talked about a lot with RPGs. And it's more, I think this game, it still is too hard to really target specific attributes in order to make it a true kind of min-max scenario. It's more like you get lucky, right? You might find a few pieces of gear that you want to build around, and in general, you kind of know what to do. The recalibration helps, but I just think it speaks to the depth of the game that people can be at a high gear score, but still have a lot of way to go in terms of actually playing the game really well. I think it's great. Who's got the control, by the way?
Who did that?
Who's got it? Who's working on a suspension from the podcast? Let's put it that way.
You can tell by that look, it's binary. Look at that look on his face. It's all over it.
Yeah, got it.
Giggling
But anyway,
away.
those are my insightful thoughts. Giveaway in 3 minutes.
Yeah, or give all 3 minutes. Oh, quick, let's kill time. Let's be silent and awkward. No, look, yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, you've just seen, like, I saw an individual, and Basil, you might talk to this as well in a minute, but like I saw an individual before, probably 10 hours ago, and he was saying, FL, heroic, need to. What say you? And he was a new recruit, and he was looking to, and it was just like, it's almost as you say, the maturity's there, but also that sort of impacts the expectations, and in a good way. But it was just so refreshing to see. I'm sitting there looking at that, thinking, someone. I don't think I'm taking this one. But it was good to see people put their hands up and really dive in, because we've got some good geared players now, of course, and with all the 268 drops we're getting from Heroic, I mean, hell, let's do it. Baz, have you seen any of those in terms of your with your streaming and with your helping out? You mentioned before that probably a bit of the opposite spectrum, that you helped a guy gear up from 168 to 230 in the space of an afternoon. Have you seen a different sort of player base and a mentality there?
To Binary's point earlier, I would say maybe 30 to 40% of the folks that we were with were mentioning the fact that they're learning a lot playing with the more experienced players, and express that even if I don't get the gear that I'm looking for, I'm learning a lot from you guys. So there's just a different class of gamer, I think, coming out, or a different maturity level of gamer, or maybe it's more experience, whatever the case is. They matured enough with the game to feel like they need to work on themselves and how they're learning more mechanics and how the group aspect works, because that's really the core and the center of the game, is that group dynamic. And now they're seeing how we do that in the group. That's kind of regular for us in the Discord every day. And I think people are really attracted to that. They want to do whatever it is to the best of their ability.
Yeah.
Guys,
And
before we do the giveaway, I saw a great question in the chat, guys. I don't know if you saw it. Maybe we just do this real quick while we get the last bit of people here to jump on. You have to type something in the chat to register for the giveaway. It looks like we still have a little bit of a differential between people that are registered and people that are in the chat. But the question was, thoughts on what you think survival might be?
Oh, baby. I've got a lot to say about that.
So many.
Can we save that question until after the giveaway?
We could.
I'm excited. Hang on, let me just turn this down. I've got my my speakers are playing funny buggers. Let me get rid of that. Okay, cool. Sorry, I had the Underground open on my desktop machine, and I just got kicked. Oh, thanks, guys. 15-minute timeout. But no, look, survival. Oh man, what do you say? I'm a big DayZ guy. From the alpha, from when or even before alpha, before it was that even, from probably 18 months ago, maybe more, 2 years ago. And I'm thinking I like the idea, the concept of survival. I'm thinking, here's what I think. I think it's going to be, or maybe it's just me hoping, it'll be a separate server, a bit like Underground. So it'll be running on its own server. it'll be its own instance in that case. And I think that I'm hoping for a hybrid between Evolve. So if anyone's played Evolve, you might know where I'm going with that. Sort of like this monster, obviously unbeatable thing. And I'm basing that off the Juggernaut guy, that massive elite who had the dog tags. I mean the smart watches down his lapel. So that guy on the hunt, right, in a certain area or a portioned off area of the game. So he's out and about doing his thing. You're restricted on water, you're restricted on food, so you've got to get those things to survive. You've got the regular things to worry about. It's PvP, but you will be able to enter that world. So there's enemies in there. It's a bit like the Dark Zone, I suppose. But you still got to escape from this, evolve-based boss. That's what I think. Or maybe that's what I hope.
Well, see, it's an interesting idea because I guess the one thing I think about with that is that really depends on movement, right? And I think it's one of the things, if you think about this game, obviously we've got no jumping. But we do have the running and cover to cover, and maybe it'll be about route selection, like you're saying, you know what I mean? Like maybe it's in an open world setting, right, to get from point A to point B, it's not like we do a lot of, if it's in one of the spaces we've already been, unless it's in a building or in a subway or something like that, it's not like we have a lot of corridors, right? It's kind of this open world thing, and so that's a really interesting concept. I'd be curious how they would pull that off. What the kind of, like, what would be the hook? If it's not your ability to shoot and kill the people that are chasing you, is it about movement? Is it about picking the right routes? Is it about use of skills to kind of keep yourself alive as you're kind of under fire? I don't know. It's interesting. There's a lot there.
Yeah, well, we only got, is it a 3-minute trailer at E3, and in that I think they started with one sidearm. And that's all he had. And at the end of it, he managed to get away or go through the chase and meet up with other people. So I think it might. I've got an idea that it's going to be a bit like Underground, where you start with just a sidearm every time, and you've literally got to survive. And depending on how you make it, depends on the rewards that you get. So for me, I think it might just be more or less exactly like the Underground, but that starting with the sidearm and maybe teaming up.
I think we might even see DZ08, the whole Central Park and put up. There's definitely been rumours and touch on the elements as well, haven't there? So whether it's going to be like COD Zombies, wave after wave of just running around Central Park, surviving as long as possible. I don't know how they're going to keep the open world mechanic unless you do turn it into something like the Underground, or you move to a different server instance, right?
They have to update the DZ, don't they, and extend that. We can't have another 2 months of DZ or 506, can we?
Well, no, the map's definitely got that already built in there, right? We know that. So I think Survival is probably definitely going to be a big map expansion. I'd hope so.
So you think it'll be part of the DZ, like a point in the DZ, like maybe a door, or you think it's part of the actual existing DZ?
Well, yeah, there's lots of Easter eggs throughout the map, throughout different areas alluding to DZ08, and if you actually zoom out on your map, you have that big radial area, and we're only using half of it, so I think Survival is definitely going to be a big map expansion. I'm hoping it's going to have a lot of different mechanics into it, and it's not going into the point, where you go like Fallout 4 where you got survival mode, or you're playing Ark or something where heat exhaustion and weather or cold, or even DayZ, right? DayZ, you're touching on different elements of weather, right? So you have to have different items of clothing on to be able to survive through that. I'm not sure if it's that type. If Division's not that type of game.
Well, it's funny because if you think about it, that's what made. That drew me to the alpha and the beta with Division, because the thing with DayZ was the limitation on your gear. As soon as you die, you lose everything. And I know that the Dark Zone and the extraction idea is not exactly that. It's not as punishing. But when people say let's pull back on the DZ, or let's have an easier DZ, or like that, always makes me. I get frustrated with that, because I think that's what makes the DZ it, isn't it? That's what
Yeah, exactly.
drew me to this game in the first place. To be honest with you, I was like, that sounds like a little bit of DZ, but not as hard. Not a little bit of DZ, but not quite as hardcore, where you're punished to the extreme of being literally naked on a beach, hoping to God that you can find an axe. I mean,
Well, it's winter.
the amount of time.
It's winter, which would make that
That's right.
very, very unimpressive. Hey, I've just gotten the sign from my wife that I need to jump off this call, so let's do the first winner. I've got the
Let's do
roll.
this.
It is Khalil Trioxin. If you're in the chat, brother, you have won a season pass on the platform of your choice. So let's do this. Why don't you DM one of the mods? Very nice. Yeah. DM one of the mods on the Discord, and we will get you your code for the platform of your choice. So congratulations to Khalil Trioxin, which is a great name.
Yes.
All right, gents, I'm going
Yes.
to step off. We are going to do another, depending on what platform Khalil is on. We have one for each platform to give away. So depending on what platform Khalil is on, Khalil, let us know, man. Drop something in the chat, which platform you're on, and we'll re-roll at right around 4 o'clock.
Yep.
Have a great show,
Excellent.
guys.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks.
All right, later, dude.
See ya.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Blessed
now
we
he's
were.
gone.
Now he's gone. We get back to the shenanigans. All right. Oh, wait. I'm wearing a crown with glasses. How stupid of me. It never stopped. It never stopped, right? Oh, dear God. So who was our winner? Was it Cal? There we go. Cal Troxon. I'm on PS4. Yes. Yes. It looks like he's trying to invoke a bot there, Binary. You've got to do get roll PS4. You're doing it wrong, bro.
I thought that said
dear.
Khaleesi tricks on then. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
nice.
I know what I was thinking of.
That sounds like a sexual disease medicine, though. Sorry, man. That's no offense to you.
Speaking of sexual disease medicines, Wigan, could you tell us about what's going on?
Why have I suddenly got the sexual disease?
The garage.
Yeah.
I'm trying to segue. It didn't work.
Into what?
Good on both guys.
One hell of a
It didn't
segue.
work at all. This is getting bad to worse.
It is.
That's okay. That's okay. That's why we're here. But of course, congratulations again. So if Kalitrox, and if you want to DM one of us on the Discord, or is that the best way, guys? I guess. Can you DM?
Just send one of the Bullet Kings a direct message, and we'll make sure.
Yeah, just do that. Just you know who we are probably,
After
but you
I've
can.
used it.
We're all online right now on the Discord, so just figure it up there, and you, sir, can celebrate the Underground and Dragon's Nest in style on August 2nd because you've got that coming away, and that's of course
Nice.
That's perfect because you can jump right in. And of course that means you've got if you have to buy a copy for your mates to get on or something like that, because I'm in that situation where I've got a few friends that have sort of falling off the rails a bit, then well, you got a free copy, so see how you go with that, and hopefully if that's not the case, you can jump in the Discord and meet some of these jokers that are with me right now.
Yeah.
And me pretending to be like everything, but only was it like jack of all trades, but master of none.
This is it.
Anyway.
Imagine the PS4 folks are chomping at the bit right about now. It's you can count the hours.
It's here.
It's time for that.
But do you think? I think it's actually going to be quite good just for everyone. I mean, to be fair, there was a point there where, and this might bring us to our next point, is that for the Underground, I think it was about a week and a half in, and we even talked about this with Marco at the last checkpoint. Shill Wigan, I think we talked about it as well with our gaming, that we did a brief session on PC. We had a brief sesh, and why have you got a question mark on your head?
It's just apt. It just. Yeah.
Is that a permanent WTF?
You know nothing, Wigan, as Beata just said.
I don't know what's going on, but the conversation was, and this is probably, if any ex-boners and PC players, ex-boners in the Twitch, if you're having a look, if you're watching, you probably know what I'm talking about. There was probably about a week in, we got dazzled by the new stuff, but the I suppose the only challenge, and not the word disappointment, I think was that binary is now looking like a dog. But another disappointment besides that is that oh, you're killing me.
This is it. It's the longest link ever.
was the gear sets. I mean, we were feeling that. we were feeling that
It's not happening. It's not
Spit it out.
There
Spit
was
it out.
there was a there was a limitation with the gear sets we were getting and the drops that we were getting, and almost a sense of dissatisfaction. Sayers, did you find any of that with your gaming with Underground? Did you find that you almost got to a point where it was great, like the experience, I loved the experience, but the drops just weren't happening?
No, I think everybody's kind of hitting that wall right now, which is right now the Reclaimer is the most elusive for me, and I have a really hard time getting that Reclaimer set to mix with my Tacticians. It's just not a drop that I get, and I think I distinctly remember during that first week and a half, 2 weeks, as while we were farming challenging with trunks, and I didn't, silly me. I think this is true for a lot of folks. You end up breaking it down. That's why you save so much. You don't end up using it, so you get rid of it. I'm not going to change my build up that much. But yeah, you're starting to run up against a wall with some of the drops, definitely.
And of course, with the update that just hit, I haven't played enough with the Gear Up weekend and whatnot. I haven't been in the Underground enough solely to absorb it. But from all accounts, with the update, you might have noticed on Thursday with the server maintenance, we of course saw an increase of the loot table in Underground, because we can now access 1.2, we can now get Sentry gear, and if you're so inclined, you can also get snorkel and goggles, just like Binary has as an advanced performance mod, only in the Underground. You're killing me. But that's kind of cool, right? I mean, have you guys been in the Underground in the last couple of days to see, Sentry drop in an Underground Phase 3? I mean, that would be cool.
I saw that on the stream this morning.
Yeah.
They ran Heroic with three directives, 2 phase, and they had Tacticians 268 drop, and Sentries and Striker drop between them all, which I thought was great. So I'm really excited for Tuesday now, just to get in and make full use of grinding up to those heroic unlocks that I can do.
Yeah, I mean, do you think, Binary, are you going to go back in? Because you flirted with the Underground, you went back to DZ for a while, then you had a bit of a quiet, but a bit like me, we had a bit of a quieter week the last week. What say you?
What say me? That's a song, right?
What say
you? Yeah, so I love it. I'm a big fan of the Underground. But to me, the Dark Zone is still the best place to get loot. It's definitely the easiest place to get loot. It's just the same as for me last night, where I was taking this new guy through. Well, not new guy. The guy was geared, but he needed some better gear, so we were doing some Underground, sort of spending half an hour, 45 minutes churning through some challenging missions, and then it went straight into DZ, and within 10 minutes we had 2 supply drops and like 4 sealed caches. So it was just, I love the Underground, but it
rain. They've hit the make it rain button.
It's not the place you go to get loot, right?
Yeah.
If you want loot, go back to the Dark Zone. If you want a team player mechanic, I've played with Sage. We've literally steamrolled through the Underground, and it's fun. But I play it for the team mechanic, right? To have that straightforward tactical style play. That's what the Underground is for me. DZ is still where I like to kill some shit and get loot at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, could you argue? I mean, of course, the better loot, and this might be a question for you, Sage, but the better loot certainly still is the DZ. But I mean, can someone gear up relatively pretty well still in the Underground, just from the base of the drops that you've seen?
Absolutely. The only thing I see a little bit more in the Underground, to me, is that the range of drops that you get it's just greater. It's hard to find consistency in your drops. You get a blind piece, and then you'll get 240 striker now, and then you'll get a piece of Lone Star. It's kind of all over the place. Whereas you go up top and you do your HVTs, or if you head to the Dark Zone, you're going to be getting more consistent gear drops. At least that's the way I've experienced it so far.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. Yeah. Totally agree.
Yeah.
And does this go against the opposite mentality? I mean, we know that, of course, that for example, if you want tacticians, we've always known that Falcon Lost tends to give you some love there, and there's been that predominance of one gear set in certain areas, and we've had a bit of a conversation with Marco Style about that in our last cast. Do you guys think is this now what we're doing with Underground and increasing the loot table? Is that actually going to have a negative effect on things, or is this a completely positive effect? Because my concern is now that, well, if I want something specific, I mean, Binary, you've always been a big advocate of this, I think. We can't find that one perfect location to get that one perfect gear set.
Yeah, for me, I'd have to agree with you there. And Marco, I think, he's quite adamant about it. But yeah, I like the fact of being able to do a specific task for a specific piece of gear, right? And it's a bit of a shame that they've done that to the Underground. I understand exactly why, because it enables people who, aren't PvP players, for example, or don't like that PvP experience, to be able to get almost everything that they want from doing a specific area. So it hits two different player courses for different horses, right? It is what it is. I'm still going to play Underground, but I don't play Underground for loot. So I do DZ, I do Heroic and Incursions for that. The Underground for me is more of just a team building exercise. A bit like a corporate trust weekend.
And it's probably a good. Yeah.
I gotta have that. I gotta have that safe for.
What's that? Sorry, you got to.
I said I've got to hit level 40 in the Underground, or else I can't do anything else. It's the perfectionist or the completionist in me. I have to have that.
Really?
It's hard to get out sometimes. Yeah, I got to have that.
Have you hit it?
No, I'm close. I think I'm 31, 32, somewhere around in there.
Yeah. I think I gave up around 15, 16, and then I went just back to doing everything else that I was doing.
I always thought you gave up when you was 15 or 16. Definitely.
So, Sage, can you use sickness now or not?
Can you what?
Can you
You do 5 directive.
sickness? Yeah, the sickness. How is that? I haven't experienced sickness.
If you're stacking your support station and you've got your immunizer on, and you've got somebody focusing, Binary, we've run it that way quite a few times. Your high skill power runs your damage buffs and your. I don't think that it bothers you a bit. It does require that you play more as a team. That's why usually if I'm in the Underground and I get a brand new team together, I like to run like a hard mode with no directives on whatsoever. So everybody kind of gets a feel for each other and see where you're going and what you're using and make adjustments from there.
So what's the best way of getting your level to 40? Is it running hard or normal? Is it hard to directives is the better way?
Running hard to 20, and then after 20, popping it up to challenging. Is that what you did, Sage?
We started running more consistently hard 2-phase full directive. We were able to get through that in a decent amount of time, start up another one for about the time we were finishing a challenging mode with 2 directives on. So it depends on the group. If you've got a really tight group, then I remember Binary and Trunks and I were running challenging modes like nothing. We were going through it like hot knife through butter. But sometimes it's easier with hard mode for sure.
Oh, I just lost light.
When does
Go on.
when does the third phase kick in? Is that 35?
I think that is 35. You'll get your full phases and you can unlock everything.
Yeah, okay. That'll be quite fun too. I wouldn't mind doing a 3-phase. Not sure about
Yeah.
three
What was
phase.
what was the sickness modifier again? I can't remember now. The directive for sickness.
Permanent ball
you're-
scratch.
you're born dying.
I really want
You
this
load
sickness
in,
right now.
and you're just about a quart dead. Your health always goes down with sickness.
Oh, is that the one where it's constantly depleting? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
constantly.
Yep. No,
Yeah.
didn't get to unlock that, but yeah, because I think, like as I said before, like a lot of us, we had that point where we just went back to other things. And I guess what I was trying to allude to before, and this might be a question for Wigan as well, was that the hype. And I'm not. Don't get me wrong, PS4 players, we have been feeling your pain for a long time, and I bought a PS4 just so I could be part of this process because that's what the Discord does to you. It makes you sick and weird. And now I own Division on 3 different platforms. But that said, almost this is a bit of a strange advantage because I think what's this going to do is that now on August 2, this community is going to jump. We're going to have PS4 players jumping. We're going to have PS4 players talking underground, and the old Xbox and PC players that may have been sort of not waning, but may have just sort of been just it is the regular routine. Will come back to the conversation. Wigan, do you think because you've been dabbling, right? I mean, I mentioned this in our last podcast. You've of course got it on PS4 and PC, and you bought Underground on PC. So where are you at right now? What's your mentality in terms of this stuff?
I'm not so much excited about the loot in the underground. I'm excited to go through different content with the guys that I run with on PS4 because the DZR 506, it's great for loot drops. It's really efficient, but it does grind a bit after so many hours in the DZ. I mean, we got some guys that have put 500-600 hours in, and you are going to get feel that grind. So for me, from what Binary said there and Sage, where you're doing the underground as a team mechanic, and it's good fun. That for me is enough for me to get hyped about Tuesday. And yeah, it's really hard to talk when you're doing that. So that
It's good. It's called revenge.
I know it is. So yeah, I'm just hyped for that new content that's going to drop, and just to have fun again with the guys that I run with on PS4. Whether that rubs off onto the other platforms and reinvigorates everybody to get them excited again for the underground, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be that contagious, but we're definitely going to see an increase on the PS4 guys coming through.
Yeah.
And then loads of questions aimed at you experts in the field, so to speak. And I use the term experts loosely.
Yeah, right. And that's going to be, my God. This is not going to convert well to audio, but are we? Yeah, we're doing that. Anyway, it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, so Wigan, you're not saying as much that you feel it will have as big an impact on the community. Maybe I'm being a little bit overambitious, but yeah, I'm hoping it will start a conversation. And more importantly, now with the additional gear sets that we have from the maintenance last Thursday, that combined with PS4 getting this drop, I'm not sure if that's strategic, but I think it works really well. It hopefully means we're going to be talking more about what we like about the division, and then hopefully enough to keep us, I guess, tide us over until the next DLC, the next content. I don't know. We do love the game. I think we all agree we do love the game. But then at a certain point where we sort of work out, well, what are some things that we want to see next, and hopefully, Massive, as they have been working so hard at doing so far, we'll be able to deliver and keep that content coming.
Yeah, I think we've got another week, maybe 2 weeks, while Hamish and Yannick are away. And then as soon as they come back, I think they're going to start dripping more and more information for the survival DLC, which is then going to, keep people in. Because this is the hype now. This is all platforms will be on 1.3, so they've got to drop something else other than that 3-minute trailer to keep people involved with the game. Because as with everything, as with every game, out there, once it launches, numbers drop. So the best opportunity to grab the attention is at the beginning of something new. So hopefully we'll see some more info about the survival, which is why I like the question before about the survival guide.
Yeah, very excited. And I've been looking at some of the Twitch comments. If you notice, I'm not ignoring people, by the way. I'm sort of just trying to flick back and forward between my Twitch screen and whatnot. But yeah, there's a couple of questions there. Someone asked about a nerf to the police backpack. Is that? I'm not across that. Maybe forgive my ignorance, but do you guys know anything about that? Has there been any changes to the backpack? Because I mean that's a big source of we know it's a big source of well the of course the paramedic and the police for ammunition and for health. But any changes that you're aware of to that?
They're going to be fixing the equip bug. It sounds like where you equip like your paramedic backpack, and it'll give you that 2 additional.
Are they going to stop? So they're going to stop that actually happening?
Yeah, that's just what I heard. Yeah, I think
There
that's
you go.
what they're
So
talking
is
about.
that going to happen with Lone Stars too then? Because that happens with a load of things, right?
Oh no. Maybe they listened to the last Checkpoint and Chill where I said
So is
Oh,
that you
we need to fix it. Is it
punching the nuts now?
Yeah.
they've
If
changed
everyone
it.
heard that, it's Wiggins'
Which
fault.
Wigan?
If you lose the Lone Star ammo boost, it's Wiggins' fault.
Nice.
But I get to a point I just can't be bothered to change out the gear sets like that. But maybe that's just me being lazy. But anyway.
I'm too lazy to do it.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for the next ammo box, and she'll be right. She'll be right. But anyway, there's some good comments there. Have you guys got any comments that you want to talk to? Any topics or things that you've experienced over the weekend or otherwise in terms of the division so far?
No, apart from last night, I got absolutely killed. Well, not killed. Teabagged multiple times by this solo player.
Wow.
I've got to figure out what the shotgun build is because there was.
Were they playing the Barbie Girl song?
No, that was me. I think that's probably why he took offence to it. So I was in the dark zone last night, and there was a couple of guys actually, and they were. I was 2 shotgun shots, and I was down. Like, literally, absolutely. I couldn't even unload a mag before I was dead.
Sounds like someone was packing some sausage. I mean, SASG.
Yeah. And this guy was using, I don't know what shotgun he was, but yeah, he just came in and absolute annihilated 4 of us in a space of 10 seconds.
Wow.
And then as you do, you get a bit salty, right? So you decided to chase him after him again, and he hands your ass back to you in a bag.
Yeah.
So I got to figure out what this shotgun build is. I was trying to figure it out whether he was using like a 4-piece sentry, like maybe he was a full tank, like running like 600 plus, and then using sentry. But then I was like, his DPS must have been through the roof for him to be able to drop me like that. So I just couldn't figure it out. And I've spent the last
to drop all 4 of you as well. You were saying?
Yeah, he dropped all 4 of us. Literally, before one guy said someone's gone rogue on me, I was dead, and then before I could say it, the next guy was dead. It was just mental. It was literally 2 shots.
Yeah, it's usually the.
I
M8
recorded it too. I'm gonna stick it up.
Nice.
Because,
it's usually the M870, isn't it? I think the M870 shotgun they use for PvP. It seems to have a higher, a lower magazine. A lower magazine, so more impact per shot. Whereas the sausage is for PvE.
Okay. Yeah, I've only ever spotted the sausage, but so the M870. Okay, I've always just kind of not really considered much, thought much of it to be honest. But okay, wow.
Yeah, I thought fair play to him.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to try. I kept trying to add him. I booted one guy from the team just so I could try and add him. So I could ask him what the hell he was doing, but no go. He just killed me every time I got close to him.
I'm just watching something now on it, and the guy's using the shotgun, and I think there's 10 pellets at 17k each. So that's 170k. That's PvP. So that's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, the health bars are just dropping, like you said, Binary, half each time.
Like it sounds upsetting, but it's almost like Binary. You actually sound quite pleasantly surprised and happy that you've been taken out by someone with a shotgun so efficiently.
Oh yeah, man.
It gives you it gives you a
I'm
sense
all
of
up
like.
I'm all up. It's a game, right? You're not killing me in real life. My children aren't going to be orphaned, right? it's a game for the day, so.
It is true.
I think
That's good.
all fair play to him. I just want to know how the fuck he do it so I could do it.
Yeah, it was brought up on the state of the game. After everyone's been moaning about buffing shotguns, so we have more things to play with. That everyone was complaining, asking the questions whether shotguns need to be nerfed now. But Hamish said, no, if you get up close with another guy with a shotgun and shoot them in the face, it's going to hurt. That's it. So they aren't even looking at it as to change it. It's just a good build, a good use of a gun that I want to start using.
See the use of sniper rifles go up. You're going to see a lot more people running a secondary sniper as well. I didn't for the longest time, so I wonder if that'll be the next popular thing.
Well, for me, I've always got an AR and I use an SVD now. But now after seeing that, I've got a ton of shotguns, and I am extremely tempted to crack on with some shotguns this evening, just to see how much use they are.
I've started using them for PvE a lot because the stagger is just amazing. It's pretty much 100% armor mitigation because they're not firing anything, or that one guy isn't firing anything at you. So we have one guy in the group of 4 running the sausage, and it just knocks them back while the other guys melts them. So that's my role in the team, to play with my sausage.
Yeah, I can't deny. If you get your hand underground and you haven't. But yeah, if you get your hand underground, and you might in a moment, because we're about to give away another season pass very shortly. We'll do that in a minute. But if you do get your hand on that, yeah, I had a team of 4. My crew, we tanked up a little bit. We all ran in with the SASGs, and we had a ball in the underground because the amount of close proximity action. I mean, there's obviously a few parts where you get more range, but as long as you're a little bit tanky, we had a blast. We were just running through with shotguns. It was a bit slower. We weren't melting with our G36s and our old orgs perhaps as much, but man, we were having a ball, just SASG all the way, all 4 of us just playing silly buggers, and it was good fun, and it really, I think it gave a bit of extra life for the game for us. And then the next day they quit. But that aside, it was good.
Next day they quit, and then the day after that, went out and bought a PS4.
And then I bought a. Well, one's still with me, but yeah, 2 have given up the ghost, sadly. But I've got to try and reel them back in. So we'll see how we go with that one. But it is time. Enough of my my sorrowful reflections, because it is time for a giveaway. We're going to give away a season pass. Now, here's the next question. What do we do? What do you guys want to do? How do you want to give it away?
Yeah, the Dark Zone report chat has said to be eligible for drawing, you must have said something in chat in the last 15 minutes. Drop a follow as well if you don't mind. So
something of value with 2 people.
Okay, are you watching the chat, Binary?
I'm watching chat.
All right, Binary, I'll hand it over to you, my friend, to make your choice. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, start posting away.
Am I just randomly picking a name?
Was that what you're doing? I don't know. I thought that was the process. Are you watching the chat? Oh my God!
You got an actual nice.
What's happened?
This is practical effects, rookies.
Do we all have to?
Dan's going old school.
All right, so Santa Claus has come once again.
Santa Claus. Captain Ass, I think.
Let's
of some lucky, what is it? Xbox or PC player.
He looks like Bat Dad. You know Bat Dad?
Where is she?
Jen! Jen!
Wake up!
Jen!
Wake up, Jen!
All right, so those are the rules. Hey, if you wouldn't mind, drop us a follow as well. We've got a lot of exciting commentary, events, things coming up here on the Dark Zone Report Twitch.
Sorry, someone got us Captain Sideways. That's quite funny.
What's that? Captain
So I put
Sideways.
Captain Sideways.
Yeah. Am I vertical still, or am I'm horizontal, right? What happened
No,
here?
you're invisible now.
You're black now. Oh,
Oh, well.
now you're a profile picture. A rather
That's all right.
handsome profile picture. But
Well, I'm a rather handsome man. All right, here we go. We're about to do the drawing. We've got 56 entries. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the roll.
Oh, drum roll.
By the way, this is for Xbox or PC, and the winner is R1 Stunt Rider. You, my friend, have just won yourself a season pass.
R1 Stunt Rider. Where is he?
Nice.
What platform are you on, brother? Show us
And-
something in the
yeah.
chat.
Tell us the platform.
If he's on PS4, does he have to sell it on eBay? Is that the way it works?
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
Fair enough.
we've been
Yeah,
very
so-
clear about what we're giving away. I
Yeah.
can't help it if he doesn't pay attention. All right, great, guys. Rage, well, what's the guy's name? R1 Stunt Rider. Do me a favor, drop Binary a DM, or myself a DM, or anybody here, or the mods, a DM on the Discord. We will get your code sent out to you, and let us know what platform you're on. Is he here, or did he leave?
I don't know. I haven't seen him post. Was he a bot?
He
Look at
left.
a bot.
Everyone's saying he left, but if I was in chat and I had a chance of winning, I'd be saying he left as well.
R1 Stunt Rider, we need to hear from you here.
Are we big enough to get bots in our Twitch?
I don't. Oh, there he is. Boom. What platform, R1? Oh, he's
There
in
he is.
PS4.
I'm here. What's your platform, brother?
R1, are you on PS4?
Over.
All right. Well, look, we did not have a PS4 code to give away, but where are you, R1? Confirm you're on PS4, my man, and we might make some magic happen here. He's on PS4. Guys, what do you think? I'll throw him a couple bucks to get him a PS4 season pass. Who's in?
Yeah, we'll get him one.
All
Yep,
right,
I'll
boom.
do that. Yep.
R1,
Oh,
you will still
yep.
get your season pass, my friend.
Yep.
The other ones have come compliments of Ubi Massive. Thanks to those guys for helping support the Gear Up Weekend. This one is coming straight from the hearts and wallets of the DZR crew. So, congratulations, brother.
Yes.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for me. I just come on and give things away. I'm trying to become everyone's favorite again. Gaz has supplanted me, I feel, in the podcast host kind of favorite
Well,
position. So this is my
You've
effort.
got to put love hearts on your head. It makes things better.
All right, everybody. Have a great rest of the day. Hope to see everybody tonight on. We're going to be streaming here. Have you guys talked about what we're doing for the rest of the weekend on the Twitch?
Not yet, but this is a good opportunity. Thank you. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Is Elvin in the audio, or is he just producing?
Just
He's
producing.
producing.
He's producing. All right. So, R1 Stunt Rider, what you need to do is send a DM on the Discord to one of the mods, Binary or myself, preferably. We'll get your details, and we will get your season pass to you. So, in terms of what's going on for the rest of the weekend, we have a couple of really exciting things. There's going to be some just gameplay going on and commentary. It's going to start again tonight, I believe, around 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern Time for the U.S., and it's going to run late. That's the night shift crew. And then we'll kind of kick into our normal programming tomorrow, which I believe will be essentially constant streaming from the morning through a wrap-up show in the evening, where we'll be giving away some other things, including season passes for PC, Xbox One, and an Xbox One Collector's Edition. So
That's a big one, man, with the smartwatch, right?
with the smartwatch, yeah. So lots of good things
man. I
happening.
want that.
This is a place to be. We're gonna have a great time. And if you're just here on the Twitch and you came for the giveaway, but you were not in the Discord, highly encourage you get involved with Gear Up Weekend. Jump in on the Discord. If you've got any questions about how to do that, just ask in chat, and they will take care of you. I'm sure. All right, brothers. All right, thank you.
Well said. Well said.
You guys are the best. I will. I'll check with you guys later.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks, man. See ya.
Thank you, Lord.
Oh dear. Very good. And if you're wondering where it all began, it was Dan Thrax and the amount of work that he put in originally to get everything on the ground, and then to be quite fair, the amount of work that people like Binary and Wigan put in recent months, and me, yeah, just all the guys that have been working hard, and Sage, I've got to say, man, I was blown away by your presentation in terms of your stream the other day. You just ran it so beautifully, and you're interacting with the group, and you're interacting with the chat, and you were playing the game, and I don't know if you guys out there, if you've done it before, but man, it's a skill.
It's good, and I still think the answer's 7.
I definitely had a blast with you guys, man. That was something I'm going to remember always. Thank you. I appreciate
man.
that.
Pro. That's what I have to say. I was just impressed. So, but in many cases, of course, there's been a few other things on the chat there as well. And of course, one thing we need to really address, I think, for the base of this weekend, while I'm giving out thank yous, is Mr. Elvin Rush. You know Elvin well. He's on the chat a lot. He's there. He's a community member. He's a support agent. He's funny. He's always there to share a laugh with you, and he's always there to laugh at your jokes, even if they're not funny. So that's what's really great about him. And of course, the most important thing is that he's been the base, really, the backbone of the Twitch functions, the streaming, and the coordination of all the activities that go around that. And all of that is due to the efforts that he's been putting in, and we know that his wife misses him dearly. And if you're listening to this, we love you as much as Elvin, and well, maybe not as much as Elvin. That's a bit weird, but we think you're awesome, and the stuff that we've all been doing, and that to really build and hopefully grow this community has been incredible. And what Elvin has done this weekend has been stupendous. So we really thank you, Elvin, and of course everyone here and all the mods. Look, I've seen, of course, Origami Train has been lighting the place up. I've wrote some notes here because I saw them. Q Engage on the PC channel. I don't know what that guy's smoking, or I don't know what he's taking, but I tell you, he was on fire. He was all over the place. He's helping out people. He's jumping in games. He's working with Pogo, one of our other great mods. Dave 4GE, man, you've been on fire in the Xbox channel as well and elsewhere. You've been working your ass off. I can really appreciate that. Lady Hell, of course, always Lady Hell. We love you in the Xbox channel, and we know that you've been working hard too. Red Donkey in the PS4 channel. Red Donkey, of course, resident fan. We all love the donks, and he's been working really hard. And of course, someone who to be honest with you, I haven't really worked with much prior to the weekend, but Bad Old Dog 62. The amount of times, have you seen that name pop up?
Yeah, I've played with him.
Yeah.
I've played with him a few times.
Bad Old Dog. I've seen that name come up a lot, and I've just been, even if it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, I wake up and I just check my phone, and bang, there's messages from Bad Old Dog at all sorts of times. In his zone, probably different to mine, of course, but some great support there. Of course, Sage, the streamers, man, what a weekend, right? Is there anything that I've missed, guys? There's so much going on.
I think you missed. We're only halfway through.
Sorry?
Yeah, there's still a lot more.
There's still a lot more to come, isn't there? We're only halfway through. That's the great thing about it.
Yeah, don't forget, for me, guys, it's like 7 a.m. on Sunday morning right now. So it in my head, I'm sort of getting to that wrap stage almost. Yeah. But for you guys, it's still heating up. So I'm going to be at work when you guys start to close it on Monday for me. But that's cool. That's cool. So it's a lot of fun.
Just quickly, our one stunt rider who won the second season pass. Can you just make sure you do send a message on Discord to myself or Dan Threats? Otherwise, we don't want to forget about you.
Yep.
We've put the link in chat, haven't we?
Yeah. But Binary, is there any questions from Susie69?
Oh, I believe there are a few for. There's a couple actually. Yeah. Let me dig them out.
Okay. Well, while you do that, I was looking at a few points which are great. You know, Erez number 2, Erez 2. He says DZR totally saved my gaming experience with this game. Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
Yeah, little things like that. Division Stream Team said, Dan Thrax, you're the man, bro. Aw, well, Dan, we know you're the man, so there you go. But that's a good one. What else have we got? Ooh, James Ingram with a philosophical comment here. The Division is a dance that you learn as you go.
Ooh, mysterious.
Deep.
Yeah,
Deep.
yeah. You say, but I mean, his next comment was, "I will punch a baby for that watch."
Oh dearie me. What was this? Cowboy Doug. He popped up in there. I didn't see Cowboy Doug pop up in there, but halfway through there he said, "Survival is going to be like going to your mother-in-law's house for dinner."
Mm,
That works. That works.
yeah.
And then there was we had a whole instance there where people were just chanting random console names. So that was kind of funny. So yeah, Dreamcast, 3DO, and James Ingram with that comment of Commodore 64. You've just won my heart because I'm a big fan of my old Commodore 64. How's Suzy 69 coming? I'm just buying time here. Brian.
Yes, just these kinds of questions are great sexual encounter while playing Division.
Oh,
was
can you
the
repeat? Yeah, can you repeat that?
Oh, Susan69 asks, what's your strangest sexual encounter while playing the Division?
Oh, oh,
Sage. I laughed a lot.
I'm still getting over a little bit of a chest cold here. I wasn't prepared. That's a good one. That's a great question.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know that I've taken my Division game experience to that level yet. You know.
All right. Well, just generally your strangest sexual encounter. Then let's go for that one.
Oh, let's see.
He's married. He doesn't have a sex life. That's the way it normally works.
I don't know that it's safe. You see, because my girlfriend's here at home, and I don't want to. I'm not alone. I'm not safe to speak those things.
Are you saying it
Wait, maybe you just did this. Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh wow! Tell us, Sage, what's your sexual encounter?
Let's see. That was brilliant.
Wow.
I have no comeback for that. I'm sorry. I wish I could. Yeah.
It's
I've
an
got
awkward
nothing.
question.
I don't know if that can even go on Checkpoint and Chill. I don't know. I mean, it's
Anything goes on Checkpoint and Chill. We've learned that a long time ago. Well, it's only episode 3, but we've learned a lot.
oh my goodness.
So is that your
Binary, what about
stormtrooper bag? Is that or is that the girlfriend's?
Say what?
Is that your stormtrooper bag or is that the girlfriend's?
That's the girlfriend. She's got her DS in there. She flies. She takes her DS and.
Wow.
Oh, so the girlfriend's the game.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a big gamer.
Is it Pokemon?
Work. She plays Pokemon too. Yeah, we do that together.
Yeah. That could be quite dangerous, right? Like just
together.
Yeah, you know we have a really great time. I don't know. This is a really different situation, at least in my life. I've got a marriage behind me, and I think we did it right this time. It's nice to spend all that time together, do games and stuff like that. I like that. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, look, we might start to wrap it up there because I think we've covered all the things we need to cover. I don't think there's any more questions from Susie69.
Please God, no.
Because that was the same question that Susie69 asked last time.
Yeah,
So
she has a few issues.
She has issues.
She's looking for
definitely.
help in her life, I think.
Oh,
she just might stop with this banter. But look, guys, if you haven't, as Dan mentioned very eloquently before, if you haven't been on the Discord, make sure you do that. Most of you here probably are because of that. But if you aren't, you can check us out, of course, at darkzonereport.com. Click on the community tab, and then you'll see the invite to join us in the Discord machine, where you'll be able to meet Binary's bots, all of our mods and administrators, an amazing wealth of experienced agents that are on there right now, and of course, us, and of course some of the troops that will be very quickly working towards a. I think we've got some. We have a stream running tonight. I think it is it? So we've got Golden Boy, Danthrax, Pretzel Poncho. Sometime tonight, I've been told. That's just hot off the press. But sometime tonight, you will see the originators. This is a big deal. This is, if you don't know Golden Boy, you might have met him before, but he's been streaming his butt off all weekend. Danthrax, of course, is back in the helm now, and Pretzel Poncho, of course, has been busy as well. So it's great to see some three big personalities. They'll be streaming tonight. So watch the Twitch, watch the Twitters. We'll update when that goes live. And of course, we look forward to some awesome banter and hopefully some awesome gameplay and much melting involved. But we'll see how that pans out, right? What else can we do? Yeah. So Sage, where can we hit you up, mate, if we need to?
You find me on Twitter, Orangey Eurosage, and that's a preferred place. Just meet me there on Twitter.
Yep, Orangey Eurosage, and of course on the Discords, we'll see you on there as well. Binary, where can we hit you?
You can hit me up at binary num, one word, everywhere.
Yeah.
Even in your mother-in-law's house.
I'm glad you finished that sentence.
It needed to be done.
Because that time delay happened just at the wrong moment.
It's perfect. And of course on the Discord as well. You're just Binary on the Discord, aren't you?
I am, yeah. So on the Discord, you can type binary num, but I am just.
There's a reason why you just changed it to Binary, wasn't there?
Something I said.
Yeah, there was. Actually. Wigan decided to change my name to Binary Dumb. So.
Now it's just getting schoolboy childish, I know, but I found that quite funny. And I think Binary took that to heart, and he doesn't like to be called Binary Dumb. So here's Binary on the Discord. Wigan, what are you on the Discord, and how can we reach you?
Wigan84 on the Discord, and hit me up on PSN, Wigan84, and PC on the Uplay, Wigan1984. So that's that's where you can get me.
There he is. So guys, I think we'll wrap it there. Thank you, Sage. Thank you, Binary. Thank you, Wigan. You can hit me up. I'm Ogaz. You can hit me up.
Sorry.
We're not using those again, are we?
No.
You can hit me up on OH_GAZ. This is not going to end. This is the podcast that doesn't end. And look, we will, of course, we've got plenty more time left before Danthrax will come back again. We'll see that Twitch over the next couple of days. There'll be another closing podcast where we'll get to give away more giveaways. We've, of course, got a special edition, limited edition, the Xbox version, which has the smartwatch with it. And, of course, we've got another season. Is it another 2 season passes, guys?
Another 2. One for PC and one for Xbox.
That's right. So there's plenty more to go, and big thanks to Massive for supporting the community weekend this weekend. It's been very special to see their support. So again, thank you guys. I think it's been an awesome evening and morning, or wherever the hell you are. It's 6:23 a.m. here. I'm signing out. I'm going to go back to sleep. But the rest of you have an awesome gaming session. Have an awesome day, and of course, we'll see you next in the Dark Zone. Wow! 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 All right, we need to cue. Could someone tell Elvin to cut the feed?